is lacking a
Yeah,
Shannon. Okay.
So you are currently at 5? Yes. Yeah. Which case? Picking up where you guys left off, last time. I'll say there is, if I remember correctly, let's see, Lachlan is eating dinner. Gradually, assuming that he's staying there, will gradually be surrounded by, more students and staff. If I remember correctly,
students.
if I remember correctly, Kiaz, you went to your room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nimbus and River have gone to the library to go pick up a book. Whisper is heading out and about into town, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Objective is to either try to find something interesting or to reach surreptitious justice on criminals. When I say surreptitious justice, I mean things like, I don't know, say they stole a purse and, maybe, set them up or something to get caught with something else, something like that.
I'm planting evidence, man.
You did a crime, you thought you got away with it, and you're gonna get, caught for something. So...
Okay. Which case?
Is it too late to get on?
To get on?
Which case? You guys. Let's start with. Let's see. Let's start with kiosks. Is there anything you're going to be particularly doing in your room?
Well, I mean, obviously at dinner time, I probably would be headed to dinner.
Okay. Okay. Which case?
Shannon's joining.
Lachlan, how long do you plan on eating and drinking at the cafeteria? I'll say currently you're the only person there for a big plate of food, and seem to have. I'll say you seem to have not so much an unlimited supply of beer or of ale, but it hasn't stopped yet. You keep asking for it, they seem to keep giving it. I think that was the record scores, Chris.
I really feel like you can pay attention. Sorry. Yes. They're talking to you. Brian just said something to you.
But I'm still in the cafeteria?
You are still in the cafeteria. You still have a good chunk. The lunch lady seems content with giving you as much food as you need, and seeing as how you seem to be a elderly student, she seems to be okay with giving you alcohol as well. I was wondering how long do you plan on just sitting here eating and drinking until the other students actually come in for dinner, or are you planning on leaving before they get there?
I was planning on leaving.
Okay, cool. In which case, if you're going to be leaving, where would you like to go after you finish dinner?
In my room.
Okay, cool. All right. Which case? All right. Nimbus, must say Nimbus and River. You must say you arrive at the library. Is there? What exactly are you looking for while you are there?
Back up.
Well, I went to the library to try and shake my uncle off. Like, go away, uncle. I don't need you here. I just come in to get a book. Leave me alone. Does does he leave?
Yeah.
No. He must say you said you were just gonna grab a book and go to your room. So he's waiting for you to grab your book and go to your room.
Okay. I will randomly grab a book, i.e., like the first line of encyclopedias. I'm just gonna grab one. I'm like, yeah, got the book I need. And while my back is turned, I'm going to pull the book out of my booby hole of holding and be like, here, and hand it to Nimbus. It's like, this book I think would be an interesting read.
I see.
Definitely should read this book. And just so Brian remembers, it's the book the chick brought me with all those many different languages in it. So.
Okay.
And I'm like, Nimbus will walk me to my room, and good night, Uncle. Have a nice night.
He was like, okay, well, considering, he was like, all right, well, feel free to go ahead and make your way to the room. Feel free to make your way out of the library since you have what you need. I need to take care of a few things in here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, sure. She will grab Nimbus and run out of the library. She's like, oh, we're totally not going to the dorm. Why don't we go on a little field trip?
He's just ragdolling behind you down the hall.
You must say, as you are going down the hallway, you'll see are you looking back at your uncle?
I wouldn't have moved until he walked into the library.
No, he's standing at the doorway as if he's waiting for someone.
Oh, then yeah. If he was waiting, I would have looked back. It better not be a woman. I don't want an auntie. Oh, another auntie. One is enough.
He seems to be looking around. He's kind of looking at you. He's kind of shooing you. Like, kind of giving you that, don't you have somewhere to be? Sure.
We're gonna hide around the corner
Insight check.
and spy on him now. If he has a woman, we're gonna break them up. Just FYI. We're gonna parent trap the shit.
What if the woman is that blue skinned chick from Summoning? Right.
Then I forget your character's name. We'll get his wish. Get his wish.
Bam! Go D4.
Alright. You are getting the sensation that this is what he is waiting for is not recreational. Seems to say, you would, from the serious look on his face, guards are coming.
Why are guards coming?
Well, that's why we're gonna spy and listen in.
Am I sorry, you trying to sneakily do this?
Yeah, like we went around the corner and she's like kind of like trying to listen in.
Okay, because he is actively looking around, so that's what I was asking.
Well, yeah, but we can listen to the
So
conversation.
that's why she wanted to go down the hall and around the corner.
Yeah, so we can still hear and he can't see us.
It sounds like the GM's asking for self-rolls.
Yeah, it's obviously there's going to be self-rolled.
That's what I was asking. Which case I need stealth rolls because there will be guards coming around from the side that you are coming from as well.
Are you any good at stealth?
I'm about to find out.
I say check your sheet because it's something we know.
Oh, right, you're not Maverick right now.
No, I'm not Maverick. I am also gonna guide myself.
That's what I was gonna do, but if you already got it, then
Yeah. I'm good at stealth. Woo! I'm good at stealth. Oh, where's my D4? You always have to miss for them. I thought I got 17. But, no, I found it. Alright, 15 plus 2 is 17. Plus 8,
2 in a row. Damn.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Okay. All right. Somehow you are able to go undetected as you notice 10. I must say, maybe you're just blending into the wall or whatever it is that you're doing in order to try to hide. It is enough to where the guards who either they notice you and don't seem to care because you seem inconspicuous enough, you will see 10 of them come running around the corner. They seem to have, their lances drawn as they go running around the corner towards the library.
Mm-hmm.
Your uncle seems to be pointing in different directions, instructing them. He seems to be making hand gestures, as if he's trying to do this quietly. 4 of them will be posted outside. 4 of them will be posted outside of the library as he opens up the door to the library. And you will see a total of 16 guards running with him as the door shuts, and those 4 guards are standing outside of the library.
How period spy are we feeling?
You tell me.
I, for one,
It's all your magical defenses that were compromised. It's your uncle who's acting sus.
yeah, but I feel like this is an opportune time to go grab our classmates and go on a field trip.
I should have stayed home today.
Magic school bus.
Welcome.
So how about it? How about we? Yeah, you know what? This is fun. Magical, mystical
You have Florida?
Leopoldon field trip. Let's go. You go get the boys. I go get. Am I the only girl in the class?
Yes.
No. There's at least one girl in PC.
Oh, okay. So not the only one. Okay. Okay.
There are technically multiple girls that not sure if you remember them, but they're there.
There was a goblin one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's a goblin girl. I think there was a plant, like a mushroom girl.
Okay.
There's the girl that seems to have the script.
Let's not invite the girls.
I
will go look for the blue guy with the beard.
Or we could all stick together, given what just happened to you.
Well, I was gonna take the dog.
As far as classmates that you are aware of, there is Jib Jib, Rabbits, who I believe is already out with Whisper. Rabbits, the goblin is already out with Whisper. Kyosh, the girl who you picked up and saved and brought back.
Yeah, but she's probably no good right now, so we're gonna leave her be.
She is still in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
There's the girl who the recent girl who got summoned named Dee. There's Minerva. Who am I saying? Minerva is the other female. That Minerva is the one who came to greet you, Kiaz. The girl who was over there with Seth.
Okay, well, we won't invite any of the girls. We're taking all the guys. So we will go around and hunt all the guys down.
Okay.
And I will keep trying to message Moonlight. Moonlight?
I say, which case?
Since my message only has 150 feet. So.
I know, but, as we're moving around. She doesn't know he left the school.
Fair.
Right. Let's see.
I had extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So while we're walking around the school, she's trying to... Where are you?
Missouri, right. What exactly are you doing during after school hours? There's the dining hall. There's the dining hall. You could just be in your room. Could go out to the city. You saw.
I want to go to the city if I could.
To the city? Okay. Is there any particular place you're hoping to go? Or just wander?
I want to wander, see what I find.
Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. Like shopping district, or so you trying to go around the shopping district, or are you just like wandering around people's neighborhoods?
I want to wander around people's neighborhoods.
Okay. Because the city is divided into 3 sections. There's the military barracks in the area. There's the living quarters area, and effectively a shopping district. And then there's the school in the center.
It's a video game. You can just wander into random people's houses if they're unlocked.
District people are. I want to know where the people are.
Military barracks. Right?
All right. And so, all right. So if you're going to be off in the town, I must say, and I remember, I must say, Lachlan said he's going back to his room. Kios, you are in the, I must say, you are in the lunchroom. Must say, you are in the you are in the dining hall with several other students. If you are okay with it, Minerva will be asking to sit with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it.
Okay. For viewers, she seems to be, she'll come over, very nice, will ask you what your taste and sensibilities are. Like she'll pretty much, more or less, like, she's never seen anyone like you before, so she's wondering what you're kind of eat.
I like to think of myself as a vegetarian.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, like
she'll smile and be like, she was like, wow, definitely. She was like a vegetarian. She was like, always found you. And she was like, always found you people strange.
yeah, I mean, I guess I find everyone else strange, but that's just me.
She'll open up her mouth she'll open her up her mouth and kind of like pull her cheek back as you see this large. I'll say as you see that all of her teeth are like sharp. I'll say sharp and like designed for shredding meat.
It's Are you like trying to intimidate me?
No, no. She's just like she was like I'm actually just she's pretty much just like yeah, I'm just a carnivore, and she kind of shows you teeth. Very seems to be very canine like.
Okay, like cool. That's really cool.
I'll say she was like well at least I know I don't have to worry about you stealing. We don't have to worry about stealing off each other's plates.
Yeah, definitely not. I'm gonna go. You know what I really could go for? Like tofu salad covered in honey with like a little sprinkle of olive on top of it.
You will you will see on the table. We got to mention this. On the table there is there is a menu in front of you. If you it has a selection of different things. You are able to customize it. When you press when you press certain items on the menu, a glyph will appear. That glyph will signify what it is that you want.
Okay.
So you said salad with honey.
Yes. And a sprinkle of pollen. What's the
You don't see, you don't see an option for pollen.
He's crazy.
But I was like, you don't see an option for pollen, but there is an ability. You can't just get nectar.
Do they have flowers? Like
Decorative.
yeah, I'll order a few.
Not as far as food, no, but the school has flowers in it, and the yards have flowers.
Then I'll just get the salad with honey.
Oh, okay. I see. There's flowers all over the place.
Inside.
If you are paying attention, looking in the direction of the kitchen, you will after you finish pressing on this little scroll like object, you will see similar glyphs to what you pressed up here on the wall in the kitchen. You will hear a fairly rough yet feminine voice back there. We have salad with honey. Hurry up, fix it. Students are hungry. You'll see Minerva type a few things. We need steak. Steak dinner with side of lamb. Steak dinner with side of lamb and deer.
Big dinner with a side of lamb and deer. Well, that's impressive. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot of food.
She'll smile and say, I burn a lot of calories. Her meal comes before yours because all of her plate is just 3 bloody slabs I'll say, three bloody slabs of, to you, looks like indistinguishable piles of meat. They are not cooked.
Hmm.
Your mama's not cooked.
She's not.
Your salad,
Unless God tells her to be cooked.
your salad comes out just about 30 seconds afterwards. She will stick a fork in these, she will stick a fork in one of the indistinguishable pieces of meat and put it up to her mouth and just bite down so it would just like ravenously just rip it to pieces in her mouth. You notice some of the other students kind of looking at her as if she's a little like weird. She looks down at you, kind of blood dripping down the side of her mouth, and she's like, well, don't just sit there and eat. We're good.
Yeah, he's gonna like literally use his hands and start picking up pieces of lettuce and chewing on them.
She's gonna look at you. Her eyes are gonna kind of go like a bit round as she just stares at you. She's like, "Oh my God, you even eat you!"
Thanks, I guess.
Look at all the big pieces of leaves in his tiny little hands.
He looks at it. My hands aren't that tiny.
She's like, "Oh, my apologies. It's just so adorable." I'll say while you are enjoying dinner. For Whisper, you and Fribbit are out and about in town. I say, you are out and about in town. Is there anything particular that you are looking for? I remember you said you were just checking to see if there was any villainy afoot and looking for something interesting, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's any villainy afoot that that can then be followed and set up to take a fall.
Okay.
Into law enforcement, not down a set of spiky stairs or anything. I just want to clarify that.
Let's see. All right. As you must say, wandering around, you will see. How long are you going to be walking around for?
Oh, I'd say about an hour. If nothing interesting crops up after that, I'll open my shop since we're after school hours.
Okay. Let's see. Out of that, 1d12. Okay. Fucking hell. You will happen to see, Masa, you'll happen to see a few citizens who seem to be just random citizens, just kind of going about their day. You'll notice that they are, kind of seem to be dancing.
Dancing, okay.
I'll say they're shopping, but you can see that they're kind of, you know, moving a bit.
Do I need to make an insight check to see if this is a compulsion or not?
I'll say some of them seem to be kind of bouncing up and down. You do kind of, I must say, you see, well, I mean, they seem to, I'll say, they seem to be just like dancing because they seem to feel some sort of like rhythm going on. Other people kind of notice them dancing, but they're like, okay, you know, maybe this is like a flash mob or something. But they don't seem distressed.
You know what? That looks interesting enough. Whisper likes to dance.
You can make an insight. Considering that they kind of stand out, you can make an insight. You can make an insight check or investigation. What the fuck? So you get 2d20 for it.
But 2d20 keep. I have keep high or keep low on that one. Are you looking at the 0d20 there?
Yeah, I was looking at the total of 47. Like, what the hell?
Equals. Oh, okay, because I had that programmed incorrectly. That's what's going on. I will need to correct that.
Okay. Pravix will be looking and we'll say, it was like streets filled with dancing fools. It's good to people who dance are not good with their money. Money can be bought from them, yes. Convince them to buy Pravix's wares.
Well, perhaps you could demonstrate one of your wares that would help them in their dancing. Then they would be compelled to buy it from you. Then wouldn't they?
Yes, they say the dancing is dance moves are mundane. The dance moves are mundane and very mundane and very boring. Yes, but movement may lead to soreness. Soreness may need a balm in order to ease joints. Pravix has many liquids that can be rubbed on the body in order to maybe fix joint pain. Not entirely sure, but I can tell them that rubbing this on them will help them feel better, and they might buy it because people who dance are stupid, and stupid people buy anything. Pravix makes lots of money off of stupid dancing people. You help Pravix make money, yes?
No, I can certainly dance with people, and we can see how effective your ointments are.
Yes. I must say, if this is good, I must say, if Pravix convinces stupid people to buy wares, that is not disingenuous, nor is it tricking people. Yes. So, Pravix needs you. Pravix would like to ask you to dance so that I might hawk wares and you make profit.
This sounds amenable.
Okay. One of the things that you do notice about these people, they all of them seem to be they seem to be working on most of their clothing seems to be Pretty different, different races, different races, different people. They all do seem to be wearing one thing in common, though. A pair of incredibly fashionable and colorful boots.
I do like the boots. Do I recognize them from anywhere?
Never seen them before.
Hmm.
Fravix will say, see, told you, stupid must say, dancing people are stupid, have no sense of fashion. We also sell them best boots.
Hmm.
I'll say, he'll look at you, he's like, I said, she'll look at you. Do you, he was like, are you a cobbler? Fravix, not cobbler.
I don't cobble, though I do, craft, sorry. I do craft wares that people wear.
Hmm. Can your wares be worn on feet?
If they're socks.
Hmm. Maybe we can have you craft pretty socks to go over ugly shoes.
Oh, boot
So that they
coverings,
can-
I could do that.
Yes, so they can hide the disgrace of wearing ugly boots.
Then you can surprise people with soft kicks.
Yes. Fravix understands that sometimes the ugliest attire can be the most comfortable.
Would it be a performance role to join in their dancing?
Yes.
So I am curious to see what an introduction of a person without said boots would do to their rhythm. Ha
Well, shit. Okay. You are able to get into this. They seem very thrilled at the prospect of you joining into this dance. You find yourself doing a handful of moves that even you aren't familiar with. They seem to be doing a mixture of back arching and limboing and like gyrating on the ground now that they see you doing it. So it just kind of becomes this awkward, originally they were just kind of like grooving to themselves, but now that they see you doing it, they seem way more intrigued with it.
Hip hop keto, everyone.
Fravix will take this chance to reach inside of their coat and pull out a small table and set it down. Yes, see, I'll say, yes, come on, Fravix, what must say? All of this dancing must make you thirsty. Fravix sells liquids that you can drink that will absolutely have an effect.
I was just not wrong. Dancing does make you thirsty.
Come on. Drink these drinks. And you too will be making an odd movement if you drink them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I rolled a 30.
You'll kind of hear him say, since you're close enough to her, you will hear her say after your body will make a movement. You'll kind of hear her do the commercial muttering of either limbs or bodies.
I was wondering with how that was phrased.
Let's see. See if Fravix can actually Okay.
We're rolling so high.
Okay. Between your amazing performance and Travis's apparently critical success persuasion, they will come. I'll say the people will come barreling over through the area, trying to buy Travis's wares. And I'll say, while that is going on, Missouri, you are wandering. You are just wandering through the. I'll say you are wandering through the business. I'll say you are just wandering through people's the area, just like the housing district. You're wandering through the housing area. People are just kind of. Some people are sitting on their front porches. Other people doing their laundry, beating rugs, sweeping.
What did you say?
Yes.
Most people will just kind of wave at you. No one's really doing anything. No one's really seems to be doing anything in particular. Is there anything you're looking for?
Well, I mean, I'm waving to people too, and I think I might help the odd person with whatever they're doing. So if they're like beating the rug and they're struggling, I might whack it or something like that.
Okay. There are a couple of there are a couple of people who happily take your help. A couple of people tend into their like little small gardens. You might see a couple of elderly people walking home with groceries, with like bags of groceries. You're welcome to help these people out. Do you tell them your name when you help them, if they ask?
Yeah. I am an anonymous person just wandering through.
Okay. Are you hiding how you look, or are you just wandering through and just not telling people your name?
I'm wandering through and not telling people my name. If they have something to say about how I look, I might just kind of.
No, they don't have anything. Yeah, they don't have anything to say. I was just wondering if you are like, if you say that you're trying to anonymously help people. I didn't know if you were trying to hide your identity while you were doing it.
I don't tell them. If it doesn't come up.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like a couple of people, like a couple of the elderly people might ask your name. Some people, most of the people are just like, oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And just keep on going.
I think I might just give my last name if they ask.
Bless you.
Okay.
Bless you.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. So after going through, that, you wander around for a bit. Helping random people. Some of the elderly people, are pretty nice. A couple of kids point and make fun of your beard, but
I earned this beer.
That's it. You will come across a couple of kids who want you to play tag with them.
I'll probably say, all right, I'll count to 10 and then just walk away.
Persuasion roll? What? I'll say deception roll.
Deception roll. Okay.
Because you're about to actively trick these kids.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh.
You don't have to roll that well. Just don't roll, terribly.
Okay. Deception roll. Wait, hold on. I think I might be close. Here we are. Deception. Wait, no, that's perception. Whoops, sorry. There we go.
All right, you put in Skype.
Maybe I need which die do I roll for that?
D20.
D20? Okay, hold on. Let me do that.
All skill rolls are going to be D20s.
Okay, thank you. I got a 5, and I guess plus 3, 8.
You said 5 plus 3, 8. Okay. Kids seem, they're a little suspicious, but they're like, okay, this is an adult. They're not going to lie to us. So, they will less eagerly go running off. I'll say they will run off in different directions. Once you finish counting to 20, you turn around and look. You don't immediately see any of the kids, unless you're going to like actively search to see if you notice them. Then you don't actually actively see any of the kids.
Like I make like a very small like, ready or not, here I come, and then just walk through, but not actually, not actually look. I just walk through and speak as if I'm looking for them.
Okay. Which case you will hear as you are going off. You've been doing all this. You will hear what sounds like. You will hear what sounds like a lot of music and an uproar of cheers that seem to be coming back from the direction of the business district. Some of the denizens will be looking out the window. You'll see someone running down the street, just kind of knocking on people's doors, telling them that there appears to be an impromptu festival in the business district.
I want to go where the party is.
Okay. You will hear the sounds of drums and merriment as Whisper and Frabbits. There now seems to be a band that has spontaneously appeared out of nowhere, as far as you're concerned. That has started playing. Food vendors have basically noticed the influx of people who have shown up to watch this impromptu dance show and have reopened their food carts. So people are flooding the area. Do you continue dancing?
Me? Yes, because it seems to have turned into a morale boosting thing, and Moonlit whispers all for morale boosting people, especially given literally the rest of the planet is bathed in darkness. So all of the upbeat that we can do.
Okay. While you were doing that, I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Awesome. I am not as good as that as people may think.
Okay. You really must say this. Must say. All right. So you continue dancing. Seem to be having a pretty. I must say, seem to be having a pretty good time. Everyone's having a great time. Back. I must say. Back at the school with. I'll say back at the school with. Nimbus. I'll say Nimbus and. With Nimbus and River. I'm gonna say while you guys are maneuvering around the school, searching for people, who is the first person that you're looking for?
Your mama!
You walk into that.
Specifically said,
You walk right into that one.
But seriously, you're leading this expedition. Who the hell are you?
Oh, it's on me!
You were the one like, let's go find people. So I was like, who are we trying to find?
Pushed over to me. I apologize. I'm wrapped up in this book.
Nimbus and River. One of you is done.
Okay. I guess I will be trying to message my various male classmates as I'm walking through the school, trying to find people, calling their names, hoping that somebody replies. I guess one place, since it's close to dinner time.
Yes. Well, I'm about to say it is effectively dinner time. Does message just go out to anyone, or
No. Message is you send it to a specific.
Yeah. So that's why I'm casting it, but I'm like only trying to reach my classmates.
It's kind of like a walkie-talkie. She
Yeah.
whispers the message, and then somebody, then whoever she designates as the target, hears the message when it gets to them. And if people are close enough to hear a whisper, then
Then they can then hear.
Let's see. You have say as far as males that as far as like male classmates that you are aware of. I'm fairly certain that one of them you are not trying to talk to.
Which one am I not talking to?
What? Hello?
Did he go away? Poof. Brian?
He's a shoe poof.
Is he on a call?
I don't know.
He's not on hold or doesn't have us on mute, so no idea what happened to him. Sierra, check your DMs.
Okay, let me finish this chapter while I have the chance.
That's why you haven't checked your DMs.
I have not. I have transcended from werewolves to dragons now, Matt.
I'll say apologies. I don't know what that happened. All right. So
You shouldn't hate Tara then.
Tommy has not ascended. Sierra.
as far as male classmates, you have one of them's with you. Two, one, two.
I don't care how many. I'm saying I am specifically reaching out for only my male classmates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, there's. Let's see. One.
Message is a cantrip. Last I checked, there were no limits on casting them.
Aside from one action.
Oh yeah.
I suppose you could wear your throat out if you're just constantly saying things for message to pick up.
I'm gonna say, in which case, Lachlan, you will hear. Lachlan, you will hear a message. I'm gonna say, you will hear kind of a message, kind of ding to you. What does your message entail, River?
Who's no, I would be like class 1A, please report to the courtyard.
Attention teacher soon. Freaking.
Can you seriously say class 1A, please? Report to the courtyard.
Yeah.
I'll say, Keon, you will hear this as well. Eventually, you will hear this as well as you are finishing the remainder of your salad. You are trained well enough to know that this is message. It is not a voice again.
Okay, I will make my way to the courtyard.
Alright. I'll say, Minerva's gonna look at him like, oh, heading out? Well, hope you have a good day.
Yeah. Thanks.
I think she wants to eat you.
Did you not get the message? Too?
She's gonna be like, just look at her plate, look at you, and be like, no. Just kind of looking around, trying to see like if the intercom went off or anything. She's like,
No. It was a spell message in my head. From our class.
I keep forgetting that we're a mixed tech world and not just pure fantasy media.
She's gonna be like, no.
Okay, well, can you come with me so that way if it's a trap, I'm not like getting jumped?
Of course. Don't want anything bad happening to you? Sure.
I would just hate for it to be like they're hazing one of the newer students.
She wants us funny.
Wasp-like. Wasp-like.
Okay.
But bees are more friendly.
Oh yeah, I'm not. It has to do with how I was created. And wasps can be friendly. They're very social creatures.
My leg would beg to differ.
Locke, are you heading? Lachlan, are you heading to the? Is Lachlan heading to the courtyard as per the message?
Yes, he is.
We can hold against her.
Okay.
The real rules for.
Cool.
Wait,
Alright.
dance forever?
No, I said I don't know if I don't really confront against her because that will roll. What was that snake was?
So, and you said you're only sending it to your classmates who you are familiar with, correct?
No, who are male. Just the males.
She wants a sausage party.
The girls might find
Cool,
camping
so-
outside. I don't got time to sit there and sort through what girl might find it wet or whatnot.
Okay. Which case, that means that he won't be there because you don't know he exists.
Do we have somebody in our class that we don't know exists?
Yeah, because you didn't attend the class.
But I've attended class before.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be your first class for this, and you didn't
Okay.
attend it, so you didn't even.
That's fine.
Wait,
Wait, were they not in PE?
No.
Physical what?
The person you did not meet was the person who was asleep in the back of the class.
Oh, that guy.
I see him, I just don't know his name.
Commissary.
You guys, you meet up in the back. You meet up in the class. You guys meet up in the courtyard. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Nope.
Well,
All right. I'll say, and the dogs come in. Nimbus
Nimbus is with River and Reader.
Hey, Hey, who let the dog
Yeah.
out?
Who let it go? Where is... You're in town partying. Lachlan. And...
When will I ever stop?
Never.
Is it jumped up on
Never
Bubba?
stop, never stopping.
Where's Minko?
Oh, okay. Alright.
Not something that seems too much like my previous profession.
Lay down.
After waiting a few minutes, you will. Must say, let's see. Shift
I really like the usual thing.
Mhm.
The Udashil image in the center, I just really like it.
Alright, I must say, you guys will be down here. You will see that you have gotten the attention of three of your male classmates. Lachlan, Kiaz, and Seth.
Hey, gang. How you doing?
What's up?
Want to go on a field trip?
Sure.
Go on a
Alright.
field trip away.
I gotta find Moonlight because if not, he'll get upset if I don't bring him too. So if he's not in school, maybe he's still outside. He might be at work. I'm gonna turn to. Huh?
I think I saw him walking out.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. I'm going to turn to the doggy and say, "Hey, can you find Moonlight? Moonlight?"
Around about this time is when, from the city, you start noticing these lights shining up into the sky, almost like stage lights, and you can hear this music. You can hear this music off in the distance. I like how that's him. This has to be him.
He's a performer. He likes to perform, and sometimes he goes a little overboard.
Hear that, Matt? I'm a performer.
Does he have OnlyFans? Does he have OnlyFans?
Fortunately for all the various tech-based things that are here, internet is not done.
Damn.
Yes. But see,
Still just have good old-fashioned brothels.
it probably has been wherever Lachlan's from.
Yeah, Lockman's internet service.
I must say, there are brothels and there are viewing globes, but
Hey, you can create OnlyFans and be rich.
Yeah, we gotta go out class.
1 platinum for every minute.
that is hella expensive. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, I think he'd be worth it.
That's how many? That's like what? One person's like 10 years salary.
Well,
I think it's you're lucky if you make $1 a month. So
if I remember correctly,
unless you're skilled labor.
I think skilled labor gets something like maybe 20 gold a year, and that's like if you're a master blacksmith or something. Actually, let me check that out. Do I still
I
have
want to
that?
say it's still skilled labor is 2 gold a work week or something.
Well, let's I may. It's so recent enough that I can bring it up. Yeah, this is going to be funny.
Seth is going to look at. He's going to kind of look around. He's like, I was told class 1A. Minerva will show up there with you. Will show up there with you. Kiosk, and we'll kind of look around. And she was like, oh, So this seems safe enough.
Yeah. I guess it wasn't a prank. Huh.
Minerva will wave to the rest of you and be like, hello.
Hello. Why are you here? Are you a student?
He said, I'm about to say, she's gonna Seth is gonna kind of slap his forehead. She's gonna say, oh yeah. She's like, yeah. This young man right here said that he was worried that there was a prank that was going to be played on him, so he asked me to accompany him in case some nefarious happened. I was just here to make sure that he made me feel safe.
The only thing nefarious that goes on at the school is the fact that they make mac and cheese on the stove and not in the oven.
She's going to be like. She's going to kind of look and be like, she's going to look over at Seth and she's like, is that a bad thing? And he's going to be like, he's going to kind of just like casually nod. He's like, oh, yeah, mac and cheese, that's terrible. She's going to kind of like look around like she understands what you're talking about. You'll kind of hear her murmur. It's like that's a thing you guys eat. I assume. Kind of look down at kiosk. She was like, "Is that a vegetarian?"
Anti-vegetarian.
I'm pretty sure it's vegetarian. Yeah, vegetarian. I mean, I guess I don't eat cheese, so technically I'm vegan.
Oh, the guy gets on the fire now.
She's like, oh, okay. She's gonna be like, does this mac and cheese is this mac and cheese made out of meat?
It can't have meat in it.
It's not made up.
She'll kind of make a face that she was like, so it's like a salad.
No, it's a kind of a pasta dish that uses cheese and noodle, and then sometimes they'll put bacon or sausage or something in it.
Bacon and sausage is my favorite.
She'll kind of think. She'll think for a moment, but like, isn't pasta like a grain?
It's made from grain, yeah.
You're forcing a child.
It's similar to bread.
She's gonna like, yeah. No thanks, but you know, she's gonna say, but I don't have anything against your culture. But she's gonna like pat your shoulder, Kiaz, and say, well, since you seem to be safe and you're here with your friends, I hope you have a good time. She's gonna look over at Seth and she's gonna like.
All my friends. I barely know these people.
I say, we just met. I don't.
I felt like it was a good classroom exercise, kind of like a trust fall. But
he wasn't in our exercise. He was doing the running.
Yeah, but I mean that.
Now, whether we're friends after this, a little excursion.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. We're gonna go camp out in the woods like men.
Seth is gonna look into like the woods. You mean outside the city?
Are you afraid?
No, I just thought we weren't supposed to leave out the city.
Then you don't know me very well.
To be fair, they literally made a city for PE.
Oh, you're not kidding me?
Yes.
Huh?
You're not kidding me?
No, we're gonna get you. I'm sending the dog. Well, we're gonna go towards the lights.
But he's gonna look at you. He's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I must say, around the walls is one thing, but he was like, around the walls is one thing. He was like, well, technically, he'll think for a moment and look over at Minerva and be like, you know what? Would sound good.
Agreed. So let's go get our other two-way world wayward classmates to see if they want to join. And then we will head off. We'll start in the area with the lights.
Not wayward man.
Last one there is a rotten egg. She's going to take off running.
Alright, it is around 6 p.m.
Not too far.
I'll say it is around 6 p.m. Nimbus, you are fairly aware that if you are trying to get out of the city without express written consent from a teacher or the military, is you are effectively going to have to sneak out.
That's the plan.
All right, so that's going to be a group. I'll say so. When you do finally get around to this is going to be a group check.
Huzzah!
I mean, it's not right now. I'm saying it was like when you get around to it.
Now, he says it would be a group check, but I say I have the military rank feature. I am the military. I can give permission.
Huzzah!
Paladin, first class.
Makes our job easier.
See, who said not saying? Everybody said that a paladin was born.
Hey.
Having a lawful stupid paladin is boring.
Yes.
Besides, it's after they proved that the campus is as secure as the outside. So.
Yeah, the vaulted protection was kind of voided fairly quickly.
I say when you avoid the anti-magical detection amulet, the disguise spell, the surgeries, the name change.
I mutilated my body.
Like, well, if all that protection's gone, then yeah.
But yeah, let's go towards
What's a wall at that point?
River took off running in that direction. Trying to tell everybody to catch up if they can.
Alright.
Last one there is a rotten egg. The dog doesn't count. He cheats. He has 4.
4 eggs.
4 legs, yeah.
What of the bearded one? I think hasn't it been a bit?
Well, yeah. She's gonna go get you and then look for her. I mean him.
But we're generally heading in the direction of the lights.
Yeah.
Seems the most likely place to draw people's attention.
Oh yeah, it's just unless I missed it, I'm not sure if Shannon's been referenced yet.
Shannon been referenced. Shannon took notice of the bright lights and the music and was heading in that direction. I don't know that she's heading in that direction. But hopefully 2 birds, 1 stone.
I'll say effectively, first person there, Missouri, you make your way there first, because you're technically closer. There is a massive festival going on.
I'm there partying. I'm doing whatever. Having a good time.
Are you just participating in the party, or are you trying to get to like where the center of the party seems to be?
I'm not like rushing. I'm making my way. I'm just vibing. So if there's somebody next to me dancing, I'm dancing with them. I'm not necessarily like on a mission. I'm just partying.
Okay.
On a mission from fun.
If the party takes me to the center, then the party takes me to the center.
Okay.
She will follow wherever the grinding takes her.
Matrix
mosh pit.
I should have found the Zion again.
I'll say, Whisper, you will hear. I'll say you will. I'll say you're pretty caught up in the music right now, and the dancing, and you've been at it for a while. You notice that Frabbix has effectively abandoned her stand and is dancing as well, very poorly, particularly poorly, and seems to have kind of gotten into the mood of the party.
That's cool. I assume her coffers are full of the monies.
Yes, nobody seems. I'll say, even though she has effectively abandoned like what's left of her wares, just sitting there. Nobody seems to be touching them. Everybody just kind of seems to be like partying, having a good time. Everyone's really happy and whatnot. So everyone's just like, woo, yeah. So,
Given the nature of what's going on, is it a suspicious amount of revelry, or would I not be able to tell?
no, it doesn't seem suspicious. Everyone kind of seems to be like, this is great, this is fun. It's like, this is great, this is fun. I'm like effectively kind of loving this. You guys start making your way there. There is as you guys are making your way downhill, you see a very, very large crowd. The entire shopping district is completely shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, this is a straight up block party.
Looking, I'm gonna see if I see Moonlight and Shannon's character. Whose name is it?
Missouri?
Missouri. There we go. Despite the fact that you said it with so 100 pounds, I still forgot.
You are currently looking into a crowd of thousands of people. Perception of disadvantage.
I wasn't sure. I'm gonna guide myself.
Senator can lend a help.
Well, so
That's a bonus action, so roll your disadvantage becomes flat.
Ah,
So it's effectively
17 plus 3 is 20 plus. How about 17 plus 3 is 20 plus.
To Minerva, I'm gonna say, is there a festival of some? Oh, Minerva didn't come with us.
yeah, Minerva's not there. Seth
That is a 30, sir.
I'll ask just out loud to everyone, is there a festival going on?
There shouldn't be, but sometimes one of these starts like randomly.
Seth is going to say, I don't normally. He's going to say, I normally don't come into the city. There's not much of a reason, but this is definitely interesting. I didn't think the people of this world actually knew how to have fun.
Yeah, we sure enough do. You should stop by my inn sometime. If you do, drinks on the house for just the first visit. After that, you have to pay. We have to clarify that.
He's gonna look at you and kind of with a grin. He was like, "Why would I pay to drink? We're students. We can pretty much have anything we want for free."
At school, not outside of school.
He was like, most of the vendors. He was like, I've been told that most of the vendors will give us stuff for free if we ask.
Well, I'm not one of those.
Is there anything particularly great about the drinks that you serve besides the ones that are free 99?
Yes, the company. And you're helping out a fellow classmate.
He's gonna be like, you need money?
No, I have employees who need money. Technically, I'm pretty sure if I ask my grandpapa for money, he'll give it to me, but yeah. Sometimes he just gives me money just because, and I tend to like donate it or turn it down.
He is Sonic.
But come on, gang. Let's go get our wayward students. I see him right there, and I see him right there.
Masa, you think you see, you have an idea as to where, based on the way that, you said he's a performer, you assume he's in the middle, so you spot the middle of the center of this festival. Um,
I have a question. Does she get a bonus to notice my prestidigitation dancing effects?
Yeah, I'll say you. Like I said, she pretty much assumes that you are definitely near, like you are at the center of all of this. So she can see based on the elevated surface that they're on as they're going downhill. She can be like, okay, pretty good, pretty decent observation with I'll say with that to be able to guess that it's like, yeah, that's more likely definitely him. With I must say with Missouri, you think you see them? Definitely saw someone blue.
There's not that many people.
I mean, so this is a racially diverse city. There's
Yeah, but I'm saying there's not that many people that are blue. So I'm not worried about it.
There are plenty of tieflings that are blue.
Tridents.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but that's tiefling blue. This is water genasi blue. There's a difference.
I mean, it's also dark, so it's like.
Hey! I rolled a 30. I see everything.
Yeah, like I said, you fairly certain that you see them. It's probably about like near the edge of the outer part of the party. They're nowhere near the center. They're nowhere near the center of it.
Well, again, since I'm assuming now I'm within range of message, I will reach out to Laura.
You are not.
I will move until I am within range of message.
Just keep spamming it until it sticks.
Yeah.
You are going to have, I'll say, in order to be anywhere near the range of message, you are going to have to get to where Whisper is, and then move a little bit farther past that.
All right, I will do so.
I would also like to shrink down and fly up to get towards the center.
Okay. Anyone maneuvering through the crowd?
I'm gonna do it on the rooftops. I'm a parkour, just so I can use the acrobatic skill.
Okay. Eventually, there will be no more rooftops. The closer you get, it's just stands.
But then I will hop on top of the stand.
Okay. Okay. Do you have something that keeps your weight from going through cloth?
Yeah, it's called making sure you step on the beams.
There are no beams. It's just cloth.
Well, there has to be a pole.
I think the cloth has to be attached to something.
Yeah, to hold the cloth up. It's not just a cloth. So I'm going to try to parkour onto the beams to get over the crowd.
I can say she's leaping from the two supports that are holding up the cloth.
Yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Yes, she's Assassin's Creeding it, so that would be acrobatics.
Let's see. I got guidance on. Is there any other buffs I can give myself?
If you need advantage, Fenrir can help.
Okay, awesome. Advantage.
Fenrir jumps. You jump up Fenrir.
I must say, I know that Kia said that he was that he was shrinking down to go through stuff.
4,
Lachlan,
19.
Flying up. In full size, I can't use my wings to fly. I have to go home.
Yeah. Lachlan, how are you getting through the crowd? Are you just kind of maneuvering through people?
Yeah, just moving through people.
Okay.
On fire.
Yeah, set them on fire or ice.
Dexterity check.
That was
Dexterity check, or either that, or either dexterity check or athletics to just shove people out of the way.
check your D.
Masa, you were jumping from Masa, you were jumping from stand to stand. Masa, you were jumping from stand to stand. It is becoming more and more crowded the closer you get towards the center. Masa, as you get towards the center, the only available space once you finally get there. Masa, how are you getting there, Nimbus? And how is your dog getting there?
You have 3 decks. So,
All right.
Just following river up, just here we go again. First crossbow thing opens up, sticks to the roof, pulls him out.
Alright. So, alright. In which case, go ahead and
we do 2, 1 on each side. Oh.
alright. As are you is that your dexterity or your athletics?
It was the same either way, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering. Do you want to try to shove people? Are you trying to shove people out of the way, or would you rather try to like, excuse me, pardon me?
No, he's showering.
Okay. Cool. You guys are making your way across the rooftop. So you guys are making your way across the rooftop. Lachlan, you are shoving people. I must say, you are shoving people out of the way. You are shoving people out of the way. You turn around. I say, no one's paying attention to that. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, everybody kind of went on the other way. All right, sweet. So that works out. All right. You guys are the. I say,
We are
let's see.
the night.
We are VR. Ignore my 90s.
I just caught it. I was buffering and then I was like, wait, I remember that show.
I know that one.
I assume Sierra's still reading her dragon book. She still hasn't checked her DMs.
No, I think she's back to webtoons.
No, I'm still reading my dragon book. I can't, it's so
Sorry, I thought it was an actual book. So yeah, she's still on her book.
Yeah. No. The book I told you to read the first chapter of is the book I have to. That way you can take it and they can be out of the house and I have no choice but to pick a new book to read. It's MIA. Of course, if you read it here, then I'm going to cry because then I'm stuck with the book.
It's okay. They'll just borrow it.
But that's okay. I want them to borrow it. I want the book as far away from me as humanly possible. So I'm not forced to continue reading it.
It's not good the last time I made it. I don't know what's in the thing.
You commit line?
And the blind.
So, do we lose Brian? Or?
No. I'm not saying he was saying
Thank you
something.
for preserving the right.
All right, you guys. I'll say you guys make it to the center of the circle. Just letting you know, the only available spot to land. I'll say the only available spot to land is in the dance circle.
I
Either that
I
or
want to
either
show anyone who jumps in. Sorry, go on.
So either jump on top of someone, either jump on top of someone or land inside the dance circle.
I will jump on top of Moonlight.
All right, Fenrir and Nimbus. Where are you trying to land?
Okay, you said the only way to land on the ground was on top of people?
No, you can.
You can either land on top
circle.
of people or in the dance circle.
Well, I really have no interest in being in the dance circle, but I don't want to stand on people either.
I'm gonna say because you're parkouring and you said you're going from stand to stand. Ideally, I'm assuming that your parkour is working because you're not actively maintaining your stance on these,
Yeah.
on these things. You're just kind of So
You can keep going and grab Masura. And I grab Moonlight.
Well, I guess I don't have a choice then. I will have to go down to the circle. I guess I can try to catch Missouri's attention while I'm down there.
okay.
Missouri.
What are we doing?
Depends. Missouri, what are you doing? You said you weren't actively making your way towards the center, but you was like, if I get there, I get there.
Just partying. What's happening?
There's vendors. Everyone here seems to be like, oh, everyone seems to be having a party. Parties are fun. So nobody that you are talking to or that you are interacting with seems to know what's going on, but they're just like, well, screw it, it's a party. We're just gonna, have fun.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun.
All right. So everyone's just, I'm gonna say, the people around the area that you're at, this kind of seems to be general revelry. Kind of, some people like, some people are moving to the music, like jumping up and down, whatever. Other people are, most people are just kind of talking, eating food. I'll say some people are just like eating vendor stand foods. Some people are dancing to the music that's playing closer towards the center. I must say so. You said that, I must say, Fenrir and Nimbus, you said you're landing in the middle.
Since it's apparently the only place to land, yeah.
Okay. Kiosk, you, as you are flying, can effectively just hover there if you want. I must say, it is easy enough for you to keep up with them. So, what do you want to do?
I'm just hovering there.
This is the loudest. I must say, this is currently the loudest, busiest thing that you have ever seen in your life.
What's the check to know if there's just something weird going on here?
I mean, granted, it's weird to you because you've definitely never seen anything like this in your life. It's automatically weird.
Yeah. It definitely is weird. Like,
based on what your previous world was, to when you came here, you've been hanging out in the basement, to just being introduced to students, to basically attending what amounts to your first rave. Yeah, none of the shit makes sense right now.
yeah. I am highly suspicious. I want to try to find out if there's a magical source where all of this revelry is coming from.
That's an evil plan. Even the guards will dance themselves to unconsciousness.
What are you like looking for?
Like, trying to figure out, like, because, I mean, obviously the dance circle is, like, the focal point, the nexus, as it were, of this party. And that's so I'm hovering sort of over it. But, like, I'm looking to see if there's someone with some maniacal scheme who is, like, sitting there holding a boombox or something. Like, Matt talk, not Yes, obviously he doesn't know what a boombox is.
Okay. I guess go ahead and roll investigation.
You see what you may find is a guy in like a leather jacket, white shirt, maybe a very American style bandana, kind of like a bandit.
I rolled 5 in total for investigation.
Yep. You are surrounded by a bunch of crazy people who are throwing their hands in the air as if they do not care. This must be one of their strange customs that they do here. Your classmate seems to be making these weird jerking motions with his arms and contorting his body along with everyone else too. The closer to the middle of the circle, the more people who seem to be willing to dance. Everyone else is just kind of like jumping up and down, doing like a So
Okay.
people seem to be holding up. People seem to be holding up glowing rods in their hands.
Seeing my my classmate who we were looking for trapped in whatever this maniacal dance is, I would like to cast Dispel Magic on my classmate to dispel whatever effect is causing him to dance like this.
Okay. Let's see. You cast the spell magic. You cast the spell magic. Doesn't really seem like anything happened. As in there was no spell to just cast.
Okay.
My dance is more powerful than your magic.
I'll just stay watching from out of arm's reach of people.
Oh, okay. So if I remember correctly, River, are you staying there with Masa? Are you staying there in the circle with? Are you staying there in the circle with Whisper?
I thought you was gonna jump on me.
Oh.
Sierra?
Are you jumping on him to try to knock him over, or are you jumping on him like?
You know how in the dance moves, the guy slides the woman between his legs, and she comes out, and then he bends back to flip her over his shoulder.
Oh, I like that. That kind of fits in something I was wanting to do if you jumped on me. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
She's pretty much the equivalent of jumping on him like a koala to slide between his legs, and so he can take over from there.
Okay.
They practiced before.
I need another performance roll from you, and I need an acrobatics roll from River.
A roll for me? Cool.
Oh, that's not so good. That's a 20 even.
Oh.
Okay.
I only rolled a 23.
I'll say that is enough. You managed to pull off what you are trying to do. Nimbus and Fenrir, where are you guys staying in the circle, or are you heading off to? You said you were heading off to go get
Well, the goal was to locate Missouri, since I was the one I was asked to find. So
yeah.
So I was trying to keep an eye on
on.
River, because again, today was the day. So.
Okay. So, are you leaving the dog there? Are you leaving the dog there, or are you leaving the dog there before you go do something, or are you sending the dog to go find?
Under the circumstances, I'd probably have an easier time getting through the crowd since I can actually, communicate with them. So I'll leave the dog with River. But I am not going. I am making sure to keep her within 60 feet at all times. So if I can't find her within a 60-foot radius of river, I'm just gonna. I'm sorry. If I am within a 60-foot radius of river, then I will come back.
First, I can.
Okay. You reach 60 feet, and
Flip, so we can
must say,
take those hands to where I can dance below and be balancing them.
Awesome. Yes. When you do the spin, she'll have the fire and around there and come
give me
and
a
push you around this.
perception roll or investigation since you're actively searching.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You do see someone who you're pretty sure fits the description. Roughly about, you would estimate about 400, 500 feet away.
Shit.
Oh, did you find an evil person?
No, I found Missouri. They're just further than the radius I'm willing to go. So I'll have to backtrack to the river to let her know. It's like, okay, we're gonna have to go get Missouri, and they're way down that way.
Oh. We can just boombox her name. Have everybody start chanting Missouri's name.
I'm not sure how productive that would be, but
I'll say while you are doing this, eventually you will see someone in the crowd fall over into, like someone basically like and fall into the circle. It's like ow. As you will see Lachlan standing there at the edge of the circle.
Oh no, Lachlan is dancing too.
Okay.
Yes, everybody.
Performance check. So I need Lachlan to roll me performance if you wish to try to integrate into said circle.
Oh, goodness.
For anyone who has been within the circle for longer than 10 seconds, I need you to make a wisdom roll.
21.
Do I need to make this one again then?
What did you do to her?
No.
Do I challenge the circle if I was here? Just
No, you are too far away.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get to add my guidance dice to it?
if it's a save, then no.
Damn it.
Counterbark does give you advantage.
Okay.
Since we're in a little bit of a lull with the roll, to piggyback off of what Artemis River was doing when she shot through from my back with my legs, I would grab her legs, continuing her momentum up, twisting her legs into a corkscrewing flip, and then when she's above, I would interlace fingers with her and spin to kind of compensate for the corkscrew spin, and continue to dance while balancing her above me.
That's a good thing I'm not wearing a skirt.
Because given our discussion of your fashion, I presumed you're wearing pants.
Yeah. She's definitely wearing pants. And during the corkscrew, she's gonna have like with control flame, have like fire come and spin around them, and like taper off in like a firework display.
Yes, you may have thought you brought us into a dance trap. Little did you know, we are trapping the dance.
But once like he's balancing her, she's like, "Come on, we're going on a field trip. Pack your stuff up and let's go."
Wait a second. Are you actively casting fire?
No. Control flame lets me use the fire that's already present.
Okay. The moment you do that, the moment that you do that, immediately the original people who were dancing stop dancing and look at you, and they just stop.
And
The music
all-
stops too.
Wait, what happened?
What happened?
She messed with the fire, and now everybody has creepily stopped, like Professor Xavier once said.
She's like, Moonlight is this you're doing?
Security failed
I'm
again.
about to say the people. Who were originally. The original people who were dancing with you, the original people, like I said, that you saw who were dancing, just kind of look. Just kind of look at you and look at look at River, and they seem to have grown disinterested. And they just kind of like rub their calves, and it's like, okay, I think that's enough for today. They'll just kind of walk off.
What? They just started.
That
Last
was
was
weird.
The people who the people who were dancing otherwise are just kind of looking like, hey, where are they going? So some people are still trying to keep it going, but you can tell that some people are kind of like, well, is it over?
Well, it does seem to be.
I'll say the people kind of shuffle off into the crowd.
That's cool. Mazora! Mazora!
The crowd seems to start dispersing a bit. Some people seem a bit disappointed, but
I must have
Party.
If you want to somersault to the ground, or
Oh, yeah.
Missouri, you can see that the lights and the music is like the lights have effectively started dying down. The music has also kind of tapered off a bit.
Damn.
Man.
Laughing was just getting started.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, who killed the party? I was about to have more fun. I don't understand.
Yeah, we'll lie down to the ground and go back to being big.
Okay.
Whisper will give a practiced, almost compulsory bow before departing, like the dance part of the scene.
Seth will say, where you guys are standing, you will see Seth kind of in like this kind of wispy smoke, kind of seen as if he walks through the smoke and appears next to you. Just kind of looking around. He was like, did the problem get solved?
Seems like it.
What's the problem? I thought we were having a good time.
Well, yeah, it was a good dance. It did kind of stop abruptly.
Yeah, it happened when I messed with the fire. I don't know why. That's why I asked you. You did something?
No, is this part of the field trip?
Wait a sec. Okay, so you made Whisper, you made fire, correct? And then she started controlling the fire to do stuff, right?
No, I didn't make fire. I believe she just controlled nearby fire.
Yeah, you had mentioned there were fire nearby, and I was like, oh, just use the
No, so
fire.
lights.
Oh, lights.
Well, it's a medieval setting. Unless you tell us otherwise, we're going to assume the lights are fire.
Yeah, like little
Yeah,
torches or candlelight.
The lights are actually lights like glow orbs.
Are they gas fed?
No, they're just glow orbs. They're magic.
Oh.
No.
So they're basically they're the continual light spell.
Well, in that case, I may have an answer for you. 1 second, let me look at my spells.
That's what I was saying. Some people seem to have like these glowing rod like items that they seem to be jumping up and down with as well.
Well, yeah, but you've also mentioned that we're kind of a mixed tech world thanks to the
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
Isekai
so we were under the
incursions.
impression that it was flame based and not orb based.
I mean, I hope there wouldn't be just like a group of like thousands of people jumping up and down with torches.
Well, glow rods, the glow sticks I was assuming were chemical reactions. The street stuff I assumed was like, Victorian gas lanterns or lamps or something. But that was just an assumption on my part, so clearly that was
Wrong.
incorrect.
That's on me.
I cannot
then-
produce fire. I can do other things though. Well, okay, I can produce fire doing that, but that wouldn't help you.
So, is there no fire or?
No, I wouldn't be able to produce any fire. I don't know if anyone else had any production of fire. I think there was just kind of a seen assumption that fire existed.
Yeah, we were
Must say,
just.
there's nearby grills with people cooking.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been enough.
yeah, that would have been enough. I would have just used that.
So you're stealing the flames off their grill?
Yeah.
I mean, they can put kerosene back on the grill, right?
Yeah, they can relight it. It's not gonna be that hard. They'll be alright.
Alright. You'll see her. You'll see the flame go off the grill. The people who are waiting for the food are like, "Hey!"
I'm a performer. I can't hear you.
Otherwise, the same thing does happen. The moment that flames show up, the people who were initially dancing with you have basically seem to have grown kind of irritable and disinterested, and they stop dancing and they leave.
Though I am not entirely certain as to what's going on, because there did seem to be an abruptness to it, may I make an Arcana roll for knowledge of, compulsions and stuff.
Oh, okay. What are you trying to determine?
No, especially with this, fire happens, people suddenly stop. I'm trying to determine if some sort of compulsion was broken. Because it sounds very abrupt, and less of people going, "Oh crap!" Because it's kind of sounding like fire and people are dazzled out of the dance. Is kind of how it's coming across to me, anyway.
Yes. Go ahead and make an Arcana roll.
Thank you, Roll20. I appreciate these sub 50% rolls. You serve me as you always do.
You're kind of wavering between, I'll say, nothing that you can think of. I'll say, it could be compulsion. You're leaning more towards compulsion being done, but it's kind of like a 60-40. It's not enough to feel confident in that theory, because it could be compulsion. It could feel like they're just upset that they didn't show up. Could be either or.
But that's okay. Lister's not really gonna mention if he's that uncertain. He has dance adrenaline going through him anyway.
And I'll say, you feel like 60%, I'll say more like a 60% leaning towards there might have been some sort of compulsion that was broken up by the flame. But there's that lingering doubt that's they could just be pissed off that we showed up and we started, upstaging them.
Yeah. Guess the duo wasn't fair. But regardless, anyways, it looks like there's a bit of a group here.
Yeah. I figured we can all go on a field trip together for some class bonding. Then we could stick it to the man. But, mostly class bonding.
Oh, I certainly am interested in doing anything that would assist the heroes of another world.
Yes, we're going up near the mountains.
That's a bit of a trek, isn't it?
Well,
I'm not sure the scale of the map.
To Sierra, it doesn't look that far to get.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more time than we have. Here's my,
But she was thinking of us spending overnight and then coming back to school in the morning.
well, that's what I mean. I don't know if we'd be able to get there, and get back to school in time for,
Oh, this sounds like
having any chance of getting away with it.
it sounds like it's something that the native characters would have a better idea of.
Well, yeah, again, that's why I'm asking.
Yes. You are fairly certain you could probably, at best, make it. You could probably make it about a mile outside of town, outside the city walls, and stay overnight without, I'll say, without actually being, and still be able to make it back in town. You being who you are, you would understand that the woods are effectively filled with, what the military has described as deadly creatures. Not exactly Demon Lord stuff, but they're with civilizations having abandoned most of their places, wild animals and vicious beasts have kind of taken over the areas.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure because I frequent the woods and the forest and the mountains frequently. If I knew not like a super safe place, but a place where it was less encountered.
A place on our level.
A tutorial level place.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So somewhere where you'd be safe again. Well, not so much safe, but someplace where if something showed up, you could handle it.
Yeah, that's something on our skill level.
Yeah.
We're not going to have
those sort of areas seem to fluctuate, but you are capable of noticing the patterns of less occupied, because there are certain you're aware that there are certain markers and, well, not so much markers, there are certain things and signs to look for that you can be like, oh, hey, this area isn't populated by excessively powerful monsters because there's no trace of this here, or so forth and so on. Certain areas appear to be more desolate. Effectively, the quieter an area is, the more likely there is that there's something terrible in the area. The more noise you hear from little critters, and that means that nothing large has come through and scared them off yet.
Well, sounds like the ranger needs to range us a good spot.
Yep. I'm on it.
Yeah, the more that you basically hear birds and little small woodland animals, even though the small woodland animals are can be assholes, you can still deal with them, clear that area and press there. But yeah, if you walk into an area that's completely quiet and you hear nothing, then you can be certain that some sort of large beast has already made that area their home and cleared out everything that annoyed it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys head out there. Do you want to try to coexist with the creatures here? Or you just fucking kill them all?
No.
Coexist.
We're coexisting. And if they get too close,
I didn't want to assume.
if they come into our campsite, then yeah, we're murdering everything. But, you know, for the most part, you stay chill, I stay chill. That's how we do it. I will though go scavenge and hunt for food for those who have eaten or for those who are still hungry.
Anyone must say, in order to, must say, whoever's the best at it in this group, I would say either a animal handling or nature check in order to, like, unless you're going to cast some sort of spell to keep all the animals away.
No,
Some
but
must say,
I will do a nature
must say
check.
I'll say, yeah, animal handling or nature check. Animal handling with a lower difficulty, nature check with a slightly higher difficulty in order to basically, you know, do something
1 minute, yeah.
to basically make sure that the animals in here like get this off.
Yeah, nature check.
Right.
I don't have an animal.
I do.
have an animal. That is a 10.
Ah. So Nimbus is the Nessa.
4 is 14. Nature, 14. That is another 20.
Okay.
30, 20.
I'll say you're able to set up enough things to where a vast majority of these creatures pretty much are like, okay, yep, you know what, there's people here, let's not mess with them. You do notice a few, I'll say at a couple of random times during the night, there are a few creatures that kind of seem to be skulking around your camp. As they seem to be skulking around your camp, they definitely don't seem as if they want to come in there, but they're definitely, you know, seem to be eyeballing, waiting for some sort of opening. But seem to be waiting for an opening that they're pretty sure isn't going to happen. But you know, so all night you pretty much just kind of deal with like this pack of animals this pack of beast-like animals that are just encircling the camp, but not willing to actually make a move. By the time the sun starts to rise, or roughly around about like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they'll, you know, taper off.
Well, okay, time's just kind of passing.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that's what they're going to be doing the entire night, is basically encircling the camp. But once they kind of sense that morning will be coming, if you guys haven't done anything about them, they'll just shuffle off because they seem to have only showed up when it was pitch black outside.
I recommend shifts. I will take the last shift.
There's enough of us that the shifts probably should be in pairs.
Yes, but I'm saying who's ever going to pair with me, I'm taking the last one.
I guess that puts me on last shift.
Seth will say that he'll take first shift.
I guess.
Oh.
What?
So what were you gonna say?
No, you first.
Well, I was gonna say I was hanging out with Seth on his shift.
Okay. Got Seth and Masura.
I guess I'll take second shift.
All right. Does anyone want to take second shift with Theos?
Don't everybody speak at once.
Well, there's only one other person left.
There's 2 of them. David and Chris.
Oh,
Yeah, Lachlan will take the second shift.
okay.
Okay.
Guess sounds like I'll take third then. Though I am curious, what's Lachlan wearing?
What's the uniform?
What's Lachlan's attire? What was that?
Lachlan wearing a robe. No, it's not a robe. Or is it a cape?
Okay.
You can describe it. It's whatever you want it to be, dear.
Oh, he's wearing a cape, just like Doctor Strange.
Okay. Is the clasp like is it metal or is it like a jewel?
How's it class?
Oh, I would say it's metal.
No? Okay. In which case, Melissa will make a comment. You know, if you'd like, I could replace that class with like a given its brand coloration like an amethyst.
Sure.
Okay, I don't have any of the gemstones on me, but I can whenever I get back to my shop, I can go and make one for you.
That would be wonderful.
Alright, so up to you guys, what exactly must say? Up to you guys, however you plan on must say. This is your plan, River. I guess
I have
you
I
guys
have
decide what it is
marshmallows
that
and
you're
chocolate
planning
and
to
graham crackers. We're gonna make s'mores, and I have an instrument for Moonlight, so he can play some cat songs and some games for us to play, and scary stories we can tell, and we can paint each other's fingernails and braid each other's hair.
What? Is alcohol going to be involved?
River doesn't drink, so she didn't bring any. She's a lightweight, so she doesn't touch the stuff. Like, one drink and she's totally toasted.
Yeah, a lot of drinking on the ship.
What is alcohol?
Right, your character's like really
Yeah.
And very sheltered. Stupidly sheltered.
Seth's gonna kind of smirk and be like, he's like, I can't drink while I'm training.
really. You know, it's possible to be too tense.
My life's on the line. You can never be too tense.
Oh, my life's on the line too.
Apparently not enough.
I found that after intense experiences, like say fleeing a city, a good drink can really help with that.
He'll just kind of like lean back, and just kind of look up at the sky. And he was like, you're from here, right?
Yeah, I'm not a hero if that's what you mean. So I'm from here in that sense.
He was like, we're all expected to be heroes, I thought.
Oh no, I mean, and gestures towards I believe, Lachlan and not cousin.
It's in character. You don't have to know his name. He hasn't had a conversation with you about it yet.
Gestures towards Lachlan and the young summoned individual. They're heroes and they're heroes. Gesturing towards the two summoned heroes.
He'll look at you, look at them, and like, feels kind of unfair, don't you think? Assuming that you, and just kind of pointing at like the rest of you guys. He's like, assuming that you all aren't capable of saving your own world.
I mean,
seems kind of screwed up to me.
There's no shame in needing help. I can tell you that I certainly couldn't fight any any of the Demon Lord's army by my lonesome.
He'll sit up and kind of put his hands on his knees. He's like, well, I don't. He was like, I will say I don't know much about this world, but unless your alcohol has magical properties, drinking's not gonna bring me any closer. Drinking's not gonna bring me any closer to dealing with this problem that you guys have, and getting myself back home.
You sound like you really haven't been part of a group or a team or a troop even. Getting the job done, yes, when there are things actually going on, yeah, you focus on the action and the stage, as it were, but you also need to take care of yourself between those times of intensities, or else you're just going to drive yourself into the ground and may literally break a leg.
He'll smile at you. He's like you're a character. He'll look at you, look over at River, and just kind of like seeing her, getting stuff ready for what's going on. He's like, are your friends as carefree as you?
I'd like to think some of them are, but then I grew up in a place where a peeping morale was important.
You came from the Shire, didn't you?
I came from a place that I don't think I should talk about in front of. How short is your character, Matt?
Yes, is that's a very good question. He's a small size for D&D.
Okay, so probably between 3 and 4 feet.
I think he's like 4.5 feet. But
okay. Then, with a little bit of a generalization, with people beneath 4 feet, unless of course you feel brave. And that's more directed towards your character, Matt.
Wait, unless I feel brave?
Yes, I grew up in a place that I can't speak about with people who are shorter than yay high, as he makes a gesture to indicate a shorter height. Unless of course you feel brave. Do you feel brave tonight?
I always feel brave.
Ah. Well, then perhaps I could tell some stories.
I don't know if I'm scared is ever something I've felt in my life.
Oh, then I applaud you. Not many can say that. Can you, Seth? Can you say that?
Seth's gonna look around. Seth's gonna look around. He's like, well, considering that ever since I've gotten here, I've learned that creatures can have more legs than anything that's ever existed on my world. So, yeah, mildly, he's gonna I'm a little tense. I didn't think that there were creatures with this many eyes and this many legs and this many sharp things to stab you with.
Well,
I don't know exactly what sort of hellscape you all live in.
Have I shared an image of my character yet?
Yeah.
Very early on.
Okay. Oh, sure. 'Cause now seems like an appropriate time to to like show the character. But okay. But okay. So that's good to hear. You have reasonable feelings in there after all.
You mean fear? Yes.
Can we get like some ghost story music behind us instead of the dun 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 dun?
Okay. Ghost story music. Oh, I rolled a 12. That is abysmal.
Well, I guess we got spooky, scary skeletons.
Yes, Whisper can play the lute. He also can play this very strange bent piece of metal in the form of a triangle.
Woo woo. Triangle making combat.
I already had that in the thing anyway, so I'll share it anyway. And this one is just for the Sierras in the party and anyone else who likes triangles. Oh, that I rolled decent on. Well, for those who aren't from here, I know that by now, at least some of the history lessons must have mentioned the things you can find out here. But do you want to hear some real stories? The decimation of villages, the evacuation of towns, and the mauling of cities.
Seth will say, I'm always, he was like, I'm always up for intel. He kind of he just kind of pivots towards you.
Hi. Hi,
What was that?
No, I said Seth will look at you and will say, I'm always up for, he was like, I'm always up for more intel.
Hmm? He'll look at the others just to make sure that it's something they're interested in as well.
That would be the other worlds would be that'd be Chris and Matt's characters.
Well, you said something about that.
There's no one else summoned?
You said nobody else was summoned?
We're losing Shannon. We're losing Shannon.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hearing sound.
Shannon's turning into Matt's character. She sounded like a bee more and more.
Yes.
Lost. This is really lost.
Matt's like, damn it, guys, get it right the first time.
Am I not being heard?
There we
I
go.
can hear you now.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know where was I last heard?
How did you start?
It sounded like there was a question about death or something.
Yeah, because you were asking if we wanted to hear the story, and I heard you say something about decimating villages, and I don't know. I feel like that might trigger my PTSD.
Oh.
I think I might walk to the side.
Does he actually? Are you actually saying that he mentions that he has PTSD, or just that he's uncomfortable with the idea?
I'm uncomfortable with the idea.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, in that case,
I don't think I would say so because, I don't want, if you're telling a story, I'm not going to be the party pooper, but I'm probably going to walk, suddenly walk to the side.
okay, because he's just kind of trying to gauge everyone else and see if they're interested as well. Because if they're not, he's not going to force anyone to listen.
I'll probably wait till you start talking, but then I'll become really interested in a random leaf that's somewhere far from the group.
Okay. Okay. How about the rest of the group? Any indication one way or the other?
Ghost stories.
By all means.
Okay then. Brian, are you gonna want to use this as a time to explain some world building stuff, or do you want me to actually tell a story, which I can do?
Up to you. It's up to you. I can do either.
10:30, and some of us do have work in the morning.
Yes.
All right, that is fair. I'll say in which case we can call it here, and
Give David 2 weeks to come up with a story.
Oh, I was actually going to not verbatim, but tell a story based off of a section of his background.
Oh,
Unless Brian again wanted to do some world building.
like I said, up to you. I'm perfectly fine.
No. But either way, it sounds like that'll be happening in the future.
Okay.
Where again, unless Brian's gonna take over, there's gonna be a story about the city of Arkham.
All right.
Where it was her may or may not have had OnlyFans.
Yeah. So wait, is the only two summoned people though my character and Chris's character?
As far as the PCs, yes. Everyone else is from this world.
and to be fair, my summoning wasn't the same way as everyone else's summoning.
Ooh, it sounds like you have a story then.
As far as they're concerned, you're not from here, so as far as the people who, they initiated the summoning ritual, and you just happened to show up at the same time. They're not exactly certain whether it worked or not. You just appeared.
Yeah. It's like, as far as
Technically, you're not a summoned person, but they treat you as such. Because they're just like, hey, we activated the summoning ritual, and this person came too. It just so happened to happen at the exact same time they were doing it.
as far as Whisper is concerned, he kind of knows his role. I was like, well, I mean, it's clear that we, quote unquote, can't completely handle it, or else we wouldn't be in the last remaining city. I am here to support the heroes of another world to aid ours. That's kind of his thing. He knows his role.
Okay. But, if anyone wants to look at the way Discord is set up and test it, let me know. We might even could test it on Sunday with supers.
I'm down.
Because technically it's just David's already on it, and Sierra said she was gonna add it on Sunday. So if we want to test Discord or that sort of stuff,
Yes, they will certainly be put to the test on Sunday.
Sunday. But anyone else who wants to like just be on the Discord and start using it, feel free. I did create a section for house rules and systems, so whenever a house rule comes up, someone can just post it there, and then we don't ever have to guess of, hey, this is how this was ruled. And so if, for example, David is struggling with making a ruling and super's agnostic, and Brian ruled on it a few weeks ago in Super Civil War, you can go reference the Super's E6 thread and go, oh, hey, this exact thing happened, and here's what the other game did. So
That's certainly, yeah, a useful reference, yeah.
and then private game chats for each of the games, and a private chat room, so if the GM, rather than having to sit there and type out an entire message to someone in private, wants to say, hey, I'm GMing and I go, hey, Sierra, drop down to the private chat room, and I'll be in there in a sec, and I can jump down to the private chat room and have a private chat with Sierra.
Should I put on my bedroom clothes?
Chris can't know about that.
What?
I'll tell you.
Well, I could be a